All right, so we are on our way on a road trip. Let's make sure we got everything. You got everything. You got everything, Kiki. We're bringing the dog with us. Dylan, you got everything.
Yep.
Leia, you got everything. Logan, you got everything. Daddy, I got everything. All right, the dog's got her little bed here. Looks like she's comfortable in her bed too. Yeah. We got our phones mounted. We got our dash cam ready to go. We got emergency supplies. We got everything. Let's do this road trip. Let's go. Okay, let's get out of here. There's no turning back now. Look at this little platform I built. Add up some plywood and some carpet. She likes it. Look at that. Yeah, you got a nice little view up here, and you're comfortable too. Look at that. You can just go to sleep. Okay, first stop is Dunkin' Donuts. To get some breakfast and some drinks, but nothing for you. We got to go to the PetSmart.
Oh my! I have all my stuff is in
We got a sandwich. Look at that! 3 Teslas, all the same color too. Gotta love Elon. Restaurant and Pub, 1902. All right, so we stopped in the town of Walker, California. We always stop at the Walker General Store, get some lotto tickets, get something to drink, let the dog out to go potty if she has to. This little tonneau cover's coming in really handy. We got a whole bunch of, we have 5 luggages and a refrigerator and all our other stuff underneath there. That thing's coming in really handy. These little phone holders are coming in handy too. And our road trip dash cam. Gotta have that. All right, you ready to hit the road again? No pee for you, huh? You didn't want to go pee. Okay. And then all the kids, they're just chilling back there. Okay, next stop on our road trip is June Lake Junction. We camped at June Lake over there last year. I think it was last year. But we're just stopping here to see if we can get some snacks, use the bathroom, stretch our legs, let Kiki out again. You want to go check out the snow? Come on, let's check out the snow. Check out the snow. There you go. Get in there. Wetness. Okay, we made it to Bishop and we're gonna have lunch, a late lunch. This is where the famous Shat's Bakery is. There it is, Shat's.
Actually, everybody's going there.
Everybody's going. Look at that.
They still are busy. Look at that. It's busy. Dang. We are in Lone Pine at the Best Western. We chose Lone Pine because it's a famous Hollywood filming location. They filmed a whole bunch of cowboy movies back in the old days. They filmed Tremors, they filmed Gladiator, and they filmed Iron Man out here, and a bunch of other movies. And you can actually drive out to these locations and take pictures. Whoa. Oh, look, we're in the Lone Ranger.
cool though.
Whoa! It's got a handicap.
That's actually kind of cool. At least it's a little bigger.
Yeah, we got room.
My Tundra has a 3.5-inch lift kit, so it's actually kind of hard to get into the back of the truck. So we use this step stool that we had at our house at home, and I just use that to walk up into the back of the truck because I'm an old man. I'm getting old. It's hard to get up there. And this hard tonneau cover came in really handy for this trip. We bought this on eBay, and it's an aluminum honeycomb hard shell tonneau cover. And it's fantastic. Absolutely love it. And it was only like $350.
What happened? She's entangling. And I set up a security camera system in our hotel room. We just got some dinner. We got some pizza over at, what's the name of that? Pizza Factory in Lone Pine. We got some hot wings with some blue cheese. And here's the travel router that I got off of Amazon. This is a gl.inet travel router. You just plug it into the power. Use your laptop to set everything up. Basically use the hotel's internet to boost your system, and then boom, I got another camera over here. So I have a camera facing the door and another camera facing this way, and it's encrypted. You have to have a password to use the router just like you would at your house. But yeah, I'm excited about this, man. I can have security cameras that I can use audio, and it's got a mic so you can talk through the camera, and it has a light as well. There's motion detection. It's nice. I can keep track of the dog if we leave the dog in the room. So Kiki, good thing she's potty trained, by the way. Look at that, she's potty trained to go on those. So here's another little bonus with this travel router.
When my hair started thinning, I didn't want to hear the last cry.
You can set up a security camera in the window. Look at that. Set it up in the window, and then you can see your vehicle. Well, at least I can see my vehicle. So I have the security camera watching the truck. That's pretty cool. Gotta get one of these travel routers. So yeah, we got internet connected to the router, and we have security cameras connected to the router. I love it, man. That is so awesome. So everybody's using their devices attached to our router.
This was Kiki's very first road trip. So Kiki was worn out with all the driving. I think it took us about 3, maybe 4 hours from Reno to Lone Pine.
This is Kiki's first time staying in a hotel. What you doing over here?
Making food.
Logan has his Switch.
And it's
Switch Lite.
it's smaller than the regular one. And I got a blue shell.
Blue shell.
Here's another little fun fact a lot of people don't know, but Lone Pine is literally right next door to Mount Whitney, which is the largest mountain in the lower 48 states of the United States. Everybody thinks that Colorado has the tallest mountains, but actually California does.
We're gonna go get breakfast. His Best Western always offers breakfast in the morning. We're gonna go get some breakfast. Hopefully they got some sausage, bacon, eggs, and potatoes. All right, well, we have at least one kid that wants breakfast, right? I can always count on Dylan to get breakfast. Look at those mountains over there, man. Things are huge. All right, they have a little buffet of breakfast and coffee and pancakes. You made pancakes?
I made pancakes.
Fresh pancakes. And Dylan just got potatoes and eggs. Oh, looks like mommy doesn't like the chorizo.
So after breakfast, we packed up the hotel, put our luggage in the truck, and headed out to Movie Road just outside of Lone Pine. And it's not that far. It's literally maybe 9 or 10 minutes outside of town. And you'll go west from Lone Pine and find this dirt road called Movie Road. And you don't even need four-wheel drive. It's just it's like a graded dirt road. And I think it's about 10 or 12 miles. And yeah, you can go check out all the different movie locations. Now, I'm not sure if this is the exact location where they filmed Tremors, but the rocks and the background do look like it could have been filmed here.
This is where they filmed Iron Man when Tony Stark was showing off the Jericho missiles. These are the mountain ranges in the background. That's pretty awesome, huh? Pretty cool, huh, Kiki? Yeah.
Like I said, we were in a hurry to get to Southern California, so we hopped in the truck and drove another, I don't know, about 3 more hours until we got to the town of Santa Clarita, which is home of Six Flags amusement park, all the roller coasters. And we stayed there because it was a little bit cheaper to stay outside of LA, because it's about 20 miles north, just outside of LA. Very nice hotel, by the way. Okay, we have checked into, what is this place called anyway?
Homewood Suites.
Homewood Suites by Hilton in, what is it, Valencia? Santa Clarita. Santa Clarita, California, which is right outside of Six Flags. Literally, I can see Six Flags in the parking lot. Look at this. We have a kitchen. Nice little kitchen, sink, a stove, a microwave, a full-size fridge. Man, this is awesome. I don't know if it comes with, oh, cups, bowls and plates, trash, pots and pans. Wow, cool. Oh, it has a dishwasher too. This is where the dog's gonna go poop and pee. There's our little dining room area. Here's our living room area. That is a bed. I'm gonna sleep right here on this fold-out bed. There's my TV and my dresser drawers. Unfortunately, we have a view of the mountains and the highway, not of Six Flags, unfortunately. But there goes the truck. You can see the truck down there. And then we have another room. Check it out. 2 queen-size beds. This is huge, man. Perfect for a family. This is probably one of the nicest hotels we've had in a while. It's like an apartment, yeah. Here's the bathroom. Let's take a look at the bathroom. Nice. Very clean. This is so cool. I love it. We have a nice little apartment while we're going to Universal Studios.
The next day.
Okay, we are leaving the hotel and going to Universal Studios.
Dylan, don't do that.
Let's go.
So I got to experience the joys of driving in LA traffic. And let me just say, yeah, it sucked. So here's a pro tip. If you drive a big vehicle like us, we had a lifted Toyota Tundra. Don't believe the parking structure attendants. They saw our lifted truck and said, hey, you might not fit in here. You're going to have to park in front door parking for $75. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I paid the $75, went and parked the truck right at the front, which was great. And then looked over to my right and there was oversized parking for $45. So I'm not saying they scammed us, but you be the judge. You will have to go through a metal detector, so don't bring any weapons.
All right, we're here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Check it out. The famous Universal Studios. Look at that.
We had to ask another family to take a picture of us.
All right, we are in Universal Studios Hollywood. Woohoo! Yeah. It's been a couple years since we've been down here. I think it's been like maybe almost 10 years maybe since we've been down here. Illumination. So we just walked through the front gate, and they did like a fingerprint ID to get into the front gate, which is weird. I never did fingerprint ID before. Let's go in there. Oh, it's a restaurant. It's not open yet. Oh, I see. Look. Those are all the foods. Can you touch it? They're not open yet. Yeah, it's not open yet. That's pretty cool. Oh, look. Remember, this was all under construction last time we came here. That's so cool. It's all open now. Kung Fu Panda adventure. So this is Harry Potter.
The kids wanted to go directly to Super Nintendo World, and I don't blame them because we found out Super Nintendo World is on the opposite side of the front gate.
All right, so when you come to the main gate, to get to Super Nintendo World, you got to walk through the entire park. It's not in the front. So you're going to walk past the Harry Potter world, and you're going to walk past the Simpsons. This is the Simpsons over here. So you're going to have to walk past all this stuff. Okay, so we're still trying to find Nintendo World, and it's very far. You got to go all the way down to the other end of the lot. Look at this thing. This is a beast. Look at that. That's the Fast and Furious roller coaster.
So it looks like Universal Studios is getting into the roller coaster game, just like Six Flags and Disneyland. So this is the Fast and Furious roller coaster. It's like a high-speed roller coaster, and they said it's not going to open until like 2026, I believe it is.
They built this amusement park on a hill. That's crazy. Man, that roller coaster is nuts. So that's not going to open till next year, huh? There's the movie lots down there where they film TV shows.
And remain standing. For your own safety, please do not sit on the steps. Thank you.
We're gonna go take another escalator down. Wow, look at that. That's a sneak peek into what's coming. Excited? Ah, you excited? Yeah. You see it. Don't look. You're going to spoil the magic. Don't look. You're going to take like 3 or 4 escalators. Look at that. Okay, this is the last one. So there's the Jurassic World ride over there. There's the Mummy. We didn't ride that last time. Oh, this is where you can get stuff to eat here.
Unfortunately, the Transformer ride was not open on the day that we went. Probably for repairs or something, I don't know. But they still had Bumblebee outside.
That's pretty cool. He got his voice box removed. Oh, look at their car. Look at this Doom buggy. That's nice.
2005 custom built buggy landmine.
Wow, that is cool. It's from the movie, huh? You can't see it there. That's nice. It's got a modified 50 cal up top. It's got a Volkswagen motor in the back. There it is! Nintendo World! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is the big one. Super Nintendo World! We're here! Aren't you excited? Woo! I know. I'm excited for you guys. Dude, we're here. We finally made it to Super Nintendo World. Are you excited?
Yep.
I know. Look at that, dude. Here we go. We're going in. So there's Nintendo World, and we're going in. Wow. Look at that. Wow. This is amazing. Oh my goodness. Wow.
I have to admit, it was really impressive what they did with Super Nintendo World. And I heard the one in Tokyo is even bigger than this one. We quickly found out that you cannot participate in Super Nintendo World without having power-up wristbands. So we bought 3 of them for the kids.
So look, you can get a power-up band. I see.
Hey, how about you? What do you want? Mario?
You should probably do Pocket, the Luigi one.
All right, so the kids, we got the kids their bands. Leia got Princess Peach, Dylan got Mario, and Logan got Luigi. Oh, perfect. You guys got 3 different ones.
It's kind of unfortunate that families have to spend, a lot of money on these tickets just to get in the park, and then an additional $42 for these power-up bands to participate in Super Nintendo World. But they do make cool souvenirs, and you can bring these to other Universal Studio Super Nintendo World. So like if you go to Florida or if you go to Japan, you can use these there too.
Okay, so just a quick tip, don't throw away the maps that are inside your packaging.
So you can
So
actually tap to, like, all these
he's
places.
throwing away the packages over there, but there's maps on the inside.
So we didn't buy those express passes. Those are those special tickets that allow you to jump in front of everybody standing in line for an hour. It allows you to jump in front of all those people and go to the front of the line and jump on the ride you want to ride and get off and go do the next ride while everyone else is still waiting in line for an hour. We didn't buy those. And the reason why is because those tickets are an extra $100 per person. And we had like 5 people in our family. So that's an extra $500 I just didn't want to spend. So we did it the old-fashioned way and just stood in line for an hour. And it actually wasn't horrible because the way they have it designed is there's like 3 or even 4 or even 5 different rooms that you get staged in, and they're packed full of Easter eggs and opportunities to take pictures of things that you recognize from the game. So it's not horrible to wait in line for an hour because they do make it very entertaining.
There's Yoshi. There's Bowser's mouth, right into the castle. Okay, we are inside the castle, Bowser's castle. Look at that. Wow. This is so cool. Look at the lights. They look, man. Is,
Got the giant boss.
is this accurate?
Yeah.
Dylan, is this accurate?
Like I said, the line is long, but they snuck in so many Easter eggs from the Super Nintendo universe that it actually really does go by fairly quick. Like I said, if you're a fan of the games, then you're going to be preoccupied just looking at all the little Easter eggs and trying to find everything from the video games. So after that crazy long wait in line, we finally made it to our Mario Kart. And how it's set up is there's a Mario Kart with 4 seats and some helmets. And what you do is you put your helmet on, and it's like a VR helmet. So there's this augmented reality that you see overlaid the real world. And it's kind of cool because the Mario Kart is like stadium seating. So there's 2 people in front of you if you're in the back, but you can still see over their heads. So you're not really getting a bad view from the back. And like I said, I've never seen technology like this before. You have the real world, which is really cool. That's what you see on screen right now from my chest camera. And then that virtual reality or augmented reality that you see inside the helmet, which I can't show you. But trust me, it was really cool. And we had a lot of fun playing this video game / amusement ride. Very, very cool. I'd never seen anything like that.
Did it!
I got 148.
I got 122. You beat me.
Yes!
148. Yeah, high five. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Woo!
Straight to the gift shop.
Yeah. Oh, look, now you can buy some merch. Look at all this merch.
Earliest time for a party of 5 is 3:45.
All right, so if you want to eat at the Toadstool Cafe, if you get there when it's not busy, you can just walk right in and go eat. But once it gets busy, they shut it all down and they only let people with reservations come inside. So unfortunately for us, this was spring break and we couldn't go in there until 3:45 and it was noon. So just a tip, make a reservation if you can. Okay, so how you play inside Super Nintendo World is you actually have to buy these wristbands like you see the kids have, and you get all these coins, but you actually really have to play 3 different games before you're even allowed into the final game or the final ride, which is called Bowser Jr. Shadow Showdown Castle. So once you get all those 3 games done, then you can go do the final game.
See if the gamer can do it. Oh.
I think you have to do it with your. You can do it with your hand.
Oh, you missed again. Why are you going so early? Now, what is he supposed to do? Oh, you got it. There it is. Third try. Third try's the charm. Woo-hoo, yeah.
Long fuse.
I know. What's up, gamer? I thought that gamer.
I didn't realize the fuse is that long.
So this is the final boss battle, and you can't get in without completing 3 other games inside the park.
There you go. Let's go. Let's go. This is it, the final boss. Whoa. Punch it. Yeah, there you go.
You guys can come on in if you have any loose items. Backpacks, just go ahead and place inside these puppies.
Backpacks?
The final boss battle was a shadow boxing kind of game. So there was no joysticks or buttons. It just used your shadow. So you just punch and jump, kick and duck. Very cool.
The big boss, the big boss. Get ready. Jump! Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! We did it! Woo-hoo! Woo! That's it, and back to the world. That's it. What's this? Light up.
I highly suggest you slow down and just explore the world because there's all kinds of hidden gems. We discovered this little stairwell that was tucked away on the side that led up to another little mini game area. So I'm sure a lot of people missed this, but like I said, if you slow down, you can find stuff like this.
Thing. Yeah, go. There you get it. Go, go, go. Good job. Woo! All right. You did it. Okay, let's go eat. All right, that was our visit to Super Nintendo World. We're gonna head out and go get something to eat somewhere in Universal Studios.
So we were inside Super Nintendo World all morning. We got there right when the gates opened, and we explored for hours until about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And the kids were tired and hungry, and we wanted to go eat at Toadstool Cafe, but unfortunately we didn't know that you needed a reservation. So if we could do it all over again, we would make a reservation at Toadstool Cafe first and then go on the ride. So when we were tired at 12 o'clock, we could just walk right into Toadstool Cafe and go eat. But we didn't know, and we missed out.
Okay, we're gonna go check out Jurassic Cafe for lunch. See what's going on over here. So we're eating burgers at Jurassic Cafe.
Here's another pro tip. If you don't want to wait in long lines for your food, download the Universal app and order your food online. And then they'll have your food waiting for you.
Jurassic World, the ride.
My wife and I actually rode this ride many years ago when it first opened, so it was nice to hear that they made some changes to the ride. So there was some surprises and some changes that we really appreciated, so it didn't feel like the same old ride from years ago.
Whoa! Megalodon. Oh, he just ate him. Oh, no. Oh, there he is over there. There he is. He's going over there. Where is he? He's coming back. He's coming back. Oh, he's going underneath. He's underneath over there. He's going to break the glass. Oh God, he's coming through. Oh, oh God. There he is. Oh, get him, get him. Yeah, you got him. The raptors are in there. They're moving around. Oh no, he broke out. Look, he broke out. Oh no, where's the people at? Where are the people? Oh, there's them. Oh, that's not a good sign. Where are they? He's coming. Uh-oh, he escaped. The Indominus Rex. You gotta watch out, Dylan. He's gonna come out and get you.
Assets out of containment and help is on the way. In the meantime,
the bars. The bars are broken. Oh no. Right there. We broke through the fence, Leia.
Maybe you should warn Dylan.
No? No. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my God.
Do not panic. If you can see me, I need you to keep your hands inside the boat. The slightest movement will set these animals off.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it, Logan? Where is it? There it is! Ah! Ah! Where's the big one? Uh-oh. Where is it? There it is! Yeah! That was awesome! That ending was awesome! That was better than last time. I know.
How did you not have a reaction?
She was hiding. She was hiding.
Oh my god.
Dylan, was that scary or what? That was pretty awesome.
I almost died.
No, you're good. You're good.
I was just so lucky we didn't see that one.
It wasn't like that last time. Yeah, they definitely upgraded. I know, they were battling each other. I said, no, don't warn Dylan. Let Dylan figure it out on his own. Okay, next ride is Revenge of the Mummy ride.
No.
Yeah.
Why the line isn't long?
Hurry, the line's not long. Here we go. Oh yeah, I dare you to put your hand in there.
Put your hand in.
Ah!
I knew you were gonna do that.
Don't read from the book. You must not read from the book.
This ride was really dark, so I couldn't get any footage, but my son Dylan did not like it. He was actually really scared.
So that mummy ride was too much, huh? It was too fast and shaky. Yeah, Dylan actually had tears in his eyes. And this guy here was screaming his head off.
Next up is the Backlot movie set tour on the trams.
This is cool. We're gonna go in the back lots of movies you've probably seen before. 20 minutes. Got our 3D glasses. You got your 3D glasses, your 3D glasses. See that right there? That's what we're gonna write on that thing right there. I told Dylan this is a high-speed ride. You got to be careful. No, he didn't believe me.
You believed him on this?
So in my opinion, the Backlot tour is probably the best ride to end your day, especially when your legs are tired. You can just sit down on this tram and relax and enjoy the ride. It's like about maybe an hour, 40 minutes to an hour, and it's just cruising through 400 acres of movie history.
Every building here is made exclusively out of plywood, plastic, chicken wire, and plaster. And that just makes it a lot easier for all of our set decorators to change the appearance of these buildings to accommodate them for whatever production is going on here, regardless of the time period or the location that we might be exploring. On your screens and on your right-hand side is our Brownstone Street, famously used in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, starring Macaulay Culkin, Catherine O'Hara, and Academy Award winner Joe Pesci. We also did a little bit of filming here for the movie Gone Girl, directed by David Fincher, starring Ben Affleck and Rosamund Pike. But as we leave our beautiful Brownstone Street behind, we're going to be entering one of the most popular stops in our Metropolitan sets, taking you back in time into our Courthouse Square, famously transformed into Hill Valley for Robert Zemeckis' Back to the Future. And of course, that first Back to the Future film, starring Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox, will be turning 40 years old this year. A lot of that first movie was not only filmed at our sound stages, it was filmed all around here in our Courthouse Square. And for a movie like Back to the Future, you need a really talented production designer. The production designer for Back to the Future had the incredible task of reimagining this entire area here, transforming it into 3 distinct time periods. Hill Valley of 1985, 1955, and of course, the faraway distant future of 2015 for Back to the Future Part 2. But look around, you'll notice a fake fire station over here, you'll notice a pretzel shop, and as we move forward, you'll notice banks, restaurants, hotels, apartments, bookshops, stores, offices, movie theaters, anything that you might imagine that we might need, we all got it right here, specifically on this street that we're about to turn onto right now called our New York Street. We used our New York Street as 1940s New York City for Marvel's Captain America, the First Avenger, starring Chris Evans. We also used this area as the Big Apple for other movies, including Spider-Man 2, starring Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst. We also did filming here for The Amazing Spider-Man, starring Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone. A lot of your favorite musical celebrities have filmed music videos here over the years. Lady Gaga's Edge of Glory music video was filmed here in our Metro sets. Other artists like Michael Bublé, Ariana Grande, Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift, Jungkook have all utilized our Metro sets as well. We also used our New York street here as the land of Chicago for the Blues Brothers. And if you're looking, you'll notice a lot of these buildings are multi-dimensional. These are called practical sets. And that means that we're able to film both inside and outside almost every building that you see. Of course, our Metropolitan sets are one of the most frequently used sets in our studio lot, but we are going to be showing you sets like these that are sprawled all throughout our studio lot that we use for all different kinds of genres of movies and TV shows. And as we move forward, I do also want to acknowledge we used our New York street here as 1933 New York City for our 2005 King Kong movie, directed by Peter Jackson, starring Jack Black and Adrian Brody. Please remain seated at all times, keep those arms and legs inside the vehicle, and get those 3D glasses on. Get them ready to go. You're going to need them as we make our way inside Skull Island. Oh goodness, oh goodness. It looks like we're surrounded on all sides. Oh no. Uh-oh. Look to your left, everybody, look to your left. I think we're going down. Wait.
We're falling!
Make some noise for King Kong, everybody! Round of applause for King Kong 360 3D! Alright. Catch your breath, everybody, catch your breath. You don't need those 3D glasses anymore, do not worry. They don't really work very well as sunglasses, but if you're trying to make a fashion statement, go crazy, I guess. I saw a lot of traumatized faces out there. It is okay. We made it out alive. We made it out together. And Weta Effects is the special effects company behind incredible projects like King Kong, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, the Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and they recently did special effects for the new HBO series, The Last of Us, starring Emmy Award nominee Pedro Pascal. Now, as we move forward, you're going to get another nice view of our Metropolitan sets, and you might notice some of the windows on our buildings here get progressively smaller and smaller the taller that you go. Now, this is not a coincidence. This is a part of a movie magic trick that we like to call forced perspective. So by minimizing the size of those windows, by making those windows smaller, it gives off the illusion that those windows are further away from the ground, making our buildings look just a little taller. Now imagine these sets kind of like Airbnbs. Production studios like Paramount Pictures, Warner Brothers Pictures, many other companies, they rent out these spaces to use for their own productions. So keep that in mind. This is not just Universal history here on the studio lot. This is Hollywood history as a whole. And leaving our Metro sets behind, you're going to see an incredible mural on your right-hand side made by artist Tristan Eaton using only spray cans and spray paint. It is an incredible homage to 5 of our monster movies from back in the day. From right to left, you're going to see the Wolfman on this mural. You're also going to see the Gill Man from Creature from the Black Lagoon, Frankenstein, The Bride of Frankenstein, and Dracula. This is a part of our legacy of making monster movies and horror films at Universal. It started with Dracula way back in 1931 and stretches all the way to our upcoming Dark Universe at Universal Epic Universe, opening later this year in Orlando. Coming up on your left-hand side, sound stages 30 and 31 are currently being used for season 27 of NBC's The Voice. We're going to be entering our Little Europe sets. Now, as we make our way forward, make sure to take a look around at all of the beautiful architecture here, even these cobblestone streets that we are about to drive on once we enter Little Europe. They accommodate for any faraway European country, city, town, or village that we might want to explore. And you'll notice a lot of the buildings here in Little Europe are also practical sets. We are able to film both inside and outside almost every building. Now, we also used our Little Europe sets as the land of Genovia for Disney's Princess Diaries Diaries 2, A Royal Engagement, starring Academy Award winners Anne Hathaway and Julie Andrews. Disney has announced that they are officially working on a script for Princess Diaries 3. So fingers crossed they'll be able to do a lot more filming for that third movie right here in Little Europe. We also did a lot of filming here for Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella, starring Brandy, Bernadette Peters, and the one and only Whitney Houston. But first and foremost, as I mentioned earlier, our Little Europe sets here are home to all of our most iconic monster movies. So this soundstage is considered a hot set. But again, the cast and crew isn't here. It's all left to ourselves. So we're going to be able to get a sneak peek at what they're working on in here. I'm originally from the Central Valley, from the Bay Area, so this looks pretty realistic to me. Now again, they're filming some kind of elaborate action sequence of some kind in here. I don't know what kind of action sequence that is, but I'm sure they use a lot of technology to bring that sequence to life. And if you look
Oh!
Uh-oh. I don't think they know that we're in here. I think they're doing a test run right now. Oh goodness, okay. Just remain calm, remain seated, nothing to worry about. Oh my goodness. It looks like the ground is coming down, everybody. Careful, everybody, careful. Congratulations, everybody. It looks like y'all successfully survived Earthquake, the big one. Seen here on your screen is the TV show Bones.
You got
Our
soaked?
attraction opened way back in 1989.
Did you get soaked?
It only takes about 15 to 20 seconds to fully reset via an extra guests. When I said earlier that Jerry and I had never seen that set before, I did lie to your faces. I'm really sorry. But we made it out of
all that water missed you. It didn't even get you.
But we will proceed with caution. I need to warn you, I'm not going to lie, we've had a few shark attacks here in the last few days. But nothing to fear, nothing to worry about. As you can see on your right-hand side, the shark is out of the water. There's nothing to worry about. The only living thing in the water is my best friend George. He's a scuba diver. It's his first day on the job. He's out there making sure that the water is safe, that the coast is clear.
There's a guy out there.
I'm pretty sure everything has been smooth sailing so far. Okay, y'all see that too, right?
Yeah, there he is.
Does anybody see George, my scuba diver friend? Oh, there he is. George, buddy, I think you should get out of the water as soon as possible.
Oh, no.
Oh, George.
George.
Are you good?
Oh, no.
Is that a yeah or?
Oh, blood. You see the blood?
I can't see because of the
Okay, I have no clue what just happened to George. I see a lot of concerned faces out there. The mechanical shark specifically built and used for filming for Jaws during production in 1974 apparently sunk to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean on the very first day of filming. And it caused a lot of delays during production because it refused to work. But in the end, Jaws was such a massive success. It is the first movie to have ever crossed $100 million at the box office. And for that reason, it is widely considered as the first ever summer blockbuster movie. If we need to film a dramatic rain sequence on a sunny day like this, we use strobe lights and thundering sound effects to give off the illusion that there is lightning outside. Paired together, on the count of 3, everybody say the word action. Here it comes. Look over here on your left-hand side, say it loud and proud, do not be shy, all right? All together. 1, 2, 3.
Action!
And look what you did. You made it rain.
No.
These are called rain rigs, offering heavy visible drops of water easily seen by our cameras while we're filming. But we do need to save some of this rain for the other guests taking the tour. So on the count of 3, everybody say the word cuts. They'll turn those off and move forward, all right? All together. 1, 2, 3. Cut! Nice job. That was great.
I don't think it's stopping.
Uh-oh, it's not stopping. It's not stopping. Oh,
Cut.
no.
I don't know if they heard us. You know, I should probably warn you, if these don't turn off in time, our flash flood sequence goes into effect. Thousands of gallons of recycled water start barreling down the hill. I don't have any control over it. And there it goes right now. I should have mentioned that earlier, huh? Did I mention y'all might get wet on this tour?
Oh, you're
gonna
get wet. Dylan, look.
You can see our flash flood sequence used in Lady Gaga's music video for her song Judas.
It's coming.
In that music video, Lady Gaga does her own stunts as the flash flood comes down. It's really incredible. In that same music video, she does some choreography right outside of a church that you're about to see on your left-hand side. As we move forward, take a look around, and welcome to Old Mexico. We used our Old Mexico sets as a wedding scene for What's Love Got to Do With It, starring Academy Award nominee Angela Bassett. We also had some filming done here for Nacho Libre, starring Jack Black. But as I mentioned, this church is where Lady Gaga did choreography for the Judas music video. Her newest album, Mayhem, is out now. She's going for Album of the Year, everybody, for sure. And as we leave Old Mexico behind, we're going to be entering the oldest sets on the studio lot. These are our Western sets. Of course, Jimmy Stewart and John Wayne had filmed a lot of their Westerns here back in the day, but we also use this area for Quentin Tarantino's 9th film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, starring Oscar Award winners Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio. Leo DiCaprio does a lot of filming here in this opera house on your left-hand side. And these Western sets have a nickname. We like to call this area here 6 Points. So in the early years in Hollywood, a majority of our cowboy Western movies, a lot of them were silent films. So we didn't use any audio, we didn't use any dialogue or any sound for any of those movies. And because of the fact that they were almost all silent movies, we were able to film 6 different silent films, all at the same time without any interruptions, right here on the street that we're on right now. That's why we call it 6 Points. And if you're looking around, you might notice some of these door frames here change in size. Some of these door frames look a lot taller, some of them look a lot shorter than other ones, and that's no coincidence. Some of our iconic cowboy actors like Jimmy Stewart and John Wayne, they were famously very tall in real life. John Wayne, I think, was 6'4" in real life. But not everybody is 6'4". Obviously, some of our cowboy actors were a little on the shorter side, but they were still supposed to portray these larger-than-life heroes. So in order to give off the illusion that those shorter actors were taller, we would have our shorter cowboy actors stand in some of these smaller, shorter doorways to make them look a lot larger than life on the big screen. On your right-hand side, all the way in the back corner, that dingy blue car belongs to the Weasley family from Warner Brothers' Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. On your left-hand side is Dominic Toretto's black Dodge Charger from Fast and Furious, and my best friend Bumblebee from Transformers is also at the end of this lineup. Now, really quick show of hands, by the way. Is anybody visiting from out of town or from out of the country by any chance? Okay, I see a few hands out there. Well, if y'all are visiting for the first time, or if you're LA residents looking for a nice place to stay, my biggest recommendation is right here. Leave a great Yelp review for the Bates Motel. This is, of course, from Alfred Hitchcock's 1960 classic, Psycho. Although it was released in 1960, Psycho stands the test of time, and look who it is on your right-hand side. That is the one and only resident and owner of the Bates Motel, Mr. Norman Bates. It looks like he's getting ready for a little holiday getaway. I think he's just going to fetch his luggage real quick. He looks a little concerned. I'm not too sure what's going on, but once he comes back out, we should all wave hello. He loves saying hi to all of the guests, and he has a very personal touch with all of his guests as well. It's a shame that not a lot of guests come here. Okay, when I said personal touch, that is absolutely not what I meant. I feel like we should probably report him to the authorities or something. I feel like that's against the law in some degree. Everybody awkwardly wave hello to Mr. Norman Bates. Hi, Norman. How you doing, buddy? Did you have a happy St. Patrick's Day? Okay, not much of a talker, I see. Okay, we are going to continue moving on. Jerry, hit the gas. We're going to be fine. Everybody, quickly wave goodbye to Mr. Norman Bates. Let's hope we never see him ever again. Bye-bye, Norman. As we move away from this house here. So if you're able to get a nice view of the top left window here, wave hello to Norman Bates' mother. She's very well moisturized. She looks very youthful, very lovely, very beautiful.
That's the house he lives in.
Leaving our Psycho sets behind, we're going to be entering a set for a movie that turns 20 years old this year. We're entering our disaster site set from Steven Spielberg's alien abduction movie from 2005, War of the Worlds, starring Tom Cruise. And here on your left-hand side, believe it or not, is a real-life 747 aircraft. This is a real-life airplane purchased by Steven Spielberg. And he purchased this plane for a whopping total of $260,000. And to anybody who doesn't know what Nope is about, it's about Jupiter's Claim, a Western amusement park that stands right in the middle of a UFO hotspot.
Did you see a UFO in that cloud? Yeah. No.
See y'all later. Watch your arms and legs as these gates open up. Watch your step as you hop off the tram.
You got it?
Double.
That's pretty cool, huh? Did you see the Skyline GTR?
Yeah, I got
I know, that's pretty cool, huh?
See? That wasn't so bad, right?
Yeah.
Well, except the fact that the King Kong one.
The King Kong, oh, that was pretty cool. Look, over there. We're going to go there tomorrow.
So that is the end of day 1 at Universal Studios Hollywood. We actually had 2 tickets, so we'll be coming back tomorrow to see the rest of the park. So now it's time to walk back to the car and check out a couple shops.
Yeah, look here inside Hello Kitty store.
What kind of stuff are you looking for?
Hello Kitty store. They have signed hoverboard. Wow, that's cool. A signed hoverboard is $3,200. A signed Back to the Future DeLorean toy is $1,500. That's cool. Look at the posters. You can get a signed poster with Christopher Lloyd. Signed by Michael J. Fox for $1,500. Oh, those are all the names.
It's Harry's.
Oh yeah, and they have like magical powers, right? You can get robes. These are like the robes. Gryffindor.
It's always fun being greeted by your favorite little puppy, and ours did just fine all day at the hotel. She's very well behaved and super smart. But there you go, guys. That's the end of our day at Universal Studios Hollywood. This was more of a diary for us, but it's still fun to share some of the tips and tricks that we learned going to a big park like this. All right, guys, take care, have fun, and we'll see you in the next one.